Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be born to win while others just survive? No, this is not a matter of luck, destination, or privileges. It is about mindset. What if I said there is a method that can catch anyone, even starting from the absolute zero, and transform into a true wolf of finance? The same method as Jordan Belfort, Wall Street's legendary wolf, used to get out of nowhere and build an empire. Today you will find out exactly how to make this jump, no matter where you are now. Imagine waking up tomorrow and knowing for sure that your financial life will never be the same. We are not talking about magic formulas nor empty promises. We are talking about strategy, boldness, and mass action. In the real world, it only survives those who learn to play the money game as a predator, not as a prey. And that's exactly what you will learn here. The secrets, the shortcuts, and especially the mindset that separates the millionaires from mere viewers. Do you know what is the biggest mistake of those who want to get rich? Expect permission. Wait for the perfect moment. The wolf doesn't wait, he acts. And you will feel this transformation from the first minutes of this video. I will show you directly and without winding how to apply the same principles that made Jordan Belfort dominate Wall Street. You will understand why thinking big is not optional. It is a matter of survival in the money game. And believe me, this game is not for the weak. Throughout this video, you will dive into real stories, persuasion techniques, and practical strategies to multiply your income. Even today, your bank account is in the red. What differentiates those who reach the top is neither charisma nor unusual intelligence. It is the ability to assume calculated risks and never accept less than what you deserve. It's time to change the fear of fault for the hunger of victory, to turn each obstacle into a step towards the million. If you're tired of just one more in the crowd, if you want to finally take the reins of your financial life and build something big, this is your moment. Stay with me until the end, because in the next few minutes you will find that the wolf method is not just a theory. It is the key to turning the game and gaining the freedom you have always dreamed. Let's go to the top, or we don't even start. If you have gotten here, it is because you are tired of the same empty promises and advice that never get out of paper. Jordan Belfort has always believed, to make real money, the first thing you need to do is tear the manual they taught you about finance. Forget traditional thinking, forget the fear of making mistakes. The real world belongs to the bold, those who know that there is no growth without discomfort. The Wall Street wolf did not ask for permission to prosper. He created his own rules. And that's exactly what you will learn now. How to turn the mental key that separates predators from viewers. The first step is to understand that wealth is not a lucky game. It is a strategy game. And above all, it's a mindset game. Belfort always repeats, wealth is created by action, not by luck. This means that while most expect the perfect scenario, wolves create opportunities where others only see obstacles. For this, you need to accept the risk, abandon the comfort zone, and start seeing each challenge as a chance to grow. There is no prize for those who play insurance. There is a reward for those who act with intelligence and courage. Now look around you. How many people do you know that they are trapped in jobs they hate, living a routine they have not chosen? Do you know why? Because they agreed to live like sheep, but the wolf never accepts less than what it deserves. It causes, challenges, and especially believes that it can transform absolutely any situation into an opportunity for gain. If you want to get out of scratch to the million, you need first of all to decide that you will no longer accept to be just one more. The second secret is absolute commitment. There is no plan B for those who really want to win. Jordan Belfort taught his team to make quick decisions and never look back. This burn the bridges mindset forces you to give you everything, using every drop of energy to achieve your goals. When you bet all chips, fear loses strength and action becomes inevitable. This is the watershed between those who dream and those who perform. Finally, remember, no one will deliver the key to wealth into your hands. You need to conquer, take control, and act as a predator in the finance world. The first step is mental. Tear the manual, abandon the excuses, and enter the game hungry for victory. Only then will you open the doors to the wolf method and start walking your journey towards the million. Now that you have understood the importance of the mindset, it is time to master Jordan Belfort's ability and legend, the art of persuasion. In the money game, it's not enough just to have good ideas. You need to know how to sell. And selling is not just pushing a product. It is to influence, convince, and create desire. Belfort said, selling i.e. sold. If you do not know how to persuade, you will spend your life being convinced to accept less than you deserve. Therefore, get ready to learn to turn words into wealth. The secret of persuasion begins with trust. No one buys from those who do not believe in their own product, service, or idea. For the wolf, self-confidence is not arrogance. It is the basis of all major sales. When you really believe what you offer, it conveys this energy to those on the other side. This goes for business, relationships, and even to sell your image to the market. The first step to persuading is to be your best advertising. But it is not enough confidence. You need to know how to identify exactly what your audience wants. Belfort always taught his team to listen more than talking. Understanding customer pain, dreams, and desires is what allows you to create irresistible offers. There is no successful sale without empathy. The wolf observes, studies, and attacks accurately, offering solutions that seem custom-made. This is the differential of those who invoice loudly. The third strategy is to create urgency. Jordan Belfort was a master of making the customer feel that he needed to act now, or would miss a great opportunity. Use triggers such as scarcity, exclusivity, and limited time to accelerate the purchase decision. Remember, the fear of losing is stronger than the desire to win. Who dominates this art makes sales every day in any economic scenario. Lastly, never underestimate the power of a good story. Belfort won crowds counting reports of overcoming challenges and victories. Stories connect, inspire, and create emotional ties. If you want to turn your ability to sell into a money-making machine, start using narratives that move the heart and head of the audience. The result is simple. You sell more, conquer more, and reach faster to the top. Mentality and persuasion are the base. Now let's go to the most anticipated part. The practical strategies to multiply your income, even starting from scratch. Jordan Belfort has always been straight to the point. There's no room for theory without action. What you're going to learn here are tactics tested, applied, and approved by those who have already left red to the top. Get ready to act, because you only watch who doesn't want to win. Wolves come into play. The first strategy is simple but powerful. Find a niche with high profit potential and dominate. Do not waste energy trying to please everyone. Choose a market where money circulates and focuses your efforts to become a reference there. Belfort did it on Wall Street, but you can do it in any industry, from digital marketing to alternative investments. The rule is clear. Absolute focus where money is. The second tactic is to create multiple sources of income. The wolf never depends on a single cash flow. It builds several bridges for wealth. This can be done with investments, digital products, consultancies, or parallel business. The secret is to diversify without losing control. The more money you have, the faster it reaches the million and the less vulnerable it is to the market crises. Another essential point is to learn to leverage resources. Belfort always said, use the money of others, use the time of others. This means seeking strategic partnerships, investors, or even delegating tasks to speed up your growth. Those who do everything alone grow slowly. Anyone who learns to use external features fires ahead. The wolf doesn't hunt alone, he leads a pack. The fourth strategy is to invest heavily in knowledge. The market changes fast and only survives who is one step ahead. Book part of your income for courses, mentoring, and networking. Learn from those who have arrived where you want to go. The return of this investment is multiplied in the long run. Remember, the biggest asset you can have is your ability to learn and evolve. Finally, monitor your results obsessively. Wealth is no luck, it is math. Write down, review, adjust. Belfort always analyzed each sale, each campaign, every investment. What is not measured cannot be multiplied. The secret is in the details. Only then do you turn each reel into seed for your million. If there's an enemy that separates most dreamers from true wolves, it is fear. Fear of failure, judgment, rejection. Jordan Belfort faced them all and came out stronger with each fall. The secret? Turned fear into fuel, into action. There is no success without risks. The game of money is for those who have the courage to face their own limitations and move on. even when everything seems impossible. Auto-sabotage is another silent poison. How many times have you thought you weren't able? You didn't deserve to reach the top. This is mental programming inherited from those who have never dared to dream big. The wolf reprogram your mind every day using powerful statements and victory views. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will. Stop sabotaging and start building brick by brick the confidence needed to win. Another common barrier is the fear of making mistakes. Belfort said, failure is just a step in the way of success. Each error carries a valuable lesson. True wolves do not avoid failure. They collect learning. The secret is to act fast, adjust the course, and never stop. What prevents you from moving on is not mistakes, but paralysis before them. Learn to fall, get up stronger, and always move on. It is also essential to shield your mind against negative influences. The environment you are can be your biggest ally or your worst enemy. Go away from people who suck your energy, doubts your potential, or insist on maintaining you in mediocrity. Setting for other wolves who think big and seek the top is the best way to accelerate their results. You realize that there's no secret kept under 7 keys, nor miraculous formula reserved for few chosen. The power to transform your financial life is in your hands. The decisions you make when no one is looking. Jordan Belfort never waited for anyone to believe him. He built his own truth, facing fear, dominating the art of persuasion, and acting with a boldness that few have the courage to demonstrate. Today you have seen that the Wolf Method is not about money itself, but about mindset, commitment, and unwavering action. Each stage of this journey has been designed to show that the path from scratch to the million is traded by those who tear the manual, challenge the system, and build opportunities where others see obstacles. You have learned that selling is creating desire, that multiplying your income requires strategy, and that the greatest heritage you can earn is self-confidence. Fear, doubt, and self-sabotage are fierce opponents, but none of them are a match for those who decide to play to win. The wolf does not escape the fight. It turns each challenge into energy to rise louder. Now, I want you to reflect. What story do you want to tell in 5 years? That of the viewer who only watches the success of others, or that of the protagonist who decides to write his own trajectory? There's only one way for those who really want financial freedom, and it begins with the choice of not accepting limits imposed by anyone, not for yourself. The tools are there, the method has been revealed, and the next step is exclusively yours. Remember that all the great empires began with a small decision but loaded with intention. The difference between those who reach the top and who is on the way is the ability to act even when the scenario looks uncertain. Jordan Belfort proved that falling is part, but raising fast is the obligation of those who want to be legend. The money game is relentless, but brutally rewards those who have the courage to bet everything on their own potential. Don't wait another day, one more excuse, one more after. Your turn starts now. If this video made you see the possibilities of a new future, be part of the pack. Subscribe to the channel, enable notifications to never lose the next content, and leave here in the comments what was the most powerful insight you had today. Your participation is what makes this community even stronger. And together we go to the top. Because in the end, either you dominate the game or we'll be dominated by it. And I'm sure you were born to win.